How's it going, neighbor? Let's have a property tour, shall we? Brian LEBO here, and we got a real fun one for you today. We filmed a few of these before, but it's always interesting to see what other people have done over the years. So first off, when we come into these Blue Heron properties, we always are greeted with this courtyard entry. Now, this is a very unique property in the fact that it was built by Blue Heron as a shell, and then the owner actually did the entire interior on his own. So there are a few things that are different in this neighborhood as opposed to the other homes that were fully done and completed by Blue Heron. So first off, let's talk about the water features. Some of the properties have them, some of them don't. Here we have two reflection pools that are just wonderful, and they're completely inlaid with real marble. So very elegant, very regal. As we come over in this direction, you'll notice that some of these properties have fireplace options. This one doesn't have the fireplace, but we still have the stacked column. Here, you're gonna notice a real Asian, Eastern theme to this property. Now, this serves as your proper front door entry, but what we're gonna do is probably what most people will do and use this. So here we have an 8-foot slider that brings us directly into the kitchen. So as we come into the kitchen, you know we start the tours with the kitchen, but we always talk about the flooring first. So the entire floor of this main home consists of 20-inch real marble floors. This is not porcelain, this is not a ceramic print. These are real marble floors, and it gives it a very regal texture and feel to the property. Now let's talk about the kitchen. So first off, of course, we have the obligatory waterfall return. So we have a white quartz counter surface, and one of the things that we've been going back and forth with, this home's a little bit older, so this was the way you did it. It was the only way you did it. So here we have a beautiful 3-inch apron, which gives it that monolithic custom look, which I still love. I'm a little slow to the new European game of minimalism for counter surfaces. Now, let's talk about the cabinetry for a second. So here we have custom cabinetry in a zebra wood finish, a nice TFL type of cabinetry, and it's height extended. So it's very dramatic when you're in this space. Coming over here, we have our 36-inch Wolf grill top. So it's all Wolf / Sub-Z appliances. We have the matching 36-inch ventilation, and again, more zebra wood. Over here, if you like to keep kosher or you just prefer a second sink, we have another undermount Kohler sink. So very nice, very lovely. Coming over in this direction, I believe this is it. Hey, here's our dishwasher. Sorry guys, we only have one dishwasher, but you know the rule. We are under $3 million by quite some, so it's okay to have one dishwasher here. Now, coming over here, we have a very elegant and nice Kohler undermount sink to match the one that we have in the island. We have a nice peep-through window where we can see into the backyard, let a little bit of natural lighting in. And of course, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. And you're gonna notice there's a recurring theme in this home. Like I said, very Eastern, Asian influence, a lot of Buddhism, but this is beautiful. So this backsplash, which you'll see is extended all the way up through the cabinetry. This is all a hand-laid jade mosaic. Very, very, very elegant, very expensive, and the craftsmanship is very well done. So over here, we have our built-in Sub-Z refrigeration. We have our built-in Wolf microwave. And then of course, we have dual Wolf ovens for all your culinary needs. Very nice. Over here, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this marble countertop. So we have a beautiful console that's wrapped in marble for the counter surface with a waterfall return, high gloss cabinetry, very nice. And again, we have our 8-foot slider that's an accordion style. On a day like today where it's relatively nice out, you can actually enjoy this courtyard and it's closed off. All right, oh, Ashley's directing me this direction. All right, so coming down this hallway here, again, as I mentioned, this is your proper front door to the property, and you have a really lovely stacked stone backdrop, accented with the bamboo. So this would be a little bit more dramatic and nice of an entry, but I think most people are likely to just use the kitchen entry. Now, coming around this direction, in most of the Blue Herons, this tends to be like an office, a bedroom. Here, this has been kind of reimagined. So as we come in this direction, you'll notice we have a pantry that services the kitchen. So we have custom cabinetry, somewhat matches the zebra wood, and then we have the gorilla racks for additional storage. Now, let's come back down this direction and let's talk a little bit more about the family room. So coming into the family room, We have this gorgeous chandelier of glass pendants, absolutely very dramatic and beautiful. The whole house has surround sound. It's all in a Control 4 system. You'll notice speakers in virtually every single room. Now, of course, we can't have modern living without having a slider. So here we have an accordion-based 12-foot slider that brings us directly into the pool. And we're gonna talk about the backyard in a moment, but since you're probably peeking, there's one thing that I wanna kind of show you the level of interior design here. We already talked about the mosaic tile backsplash in the kitchen, but look at the pool. You'll notice in the pool, these hand-laid mosaic flower arrangements in jade. It carries into the family room here where you have a custom rug that has the exact same print pattern embedded into the rug as you have on the backsplash of the pool. Just a really neat touch. And again, I hope you like green because this media wall is insane. So here you have about a 25-foot high media wall. Again, really dramatic, but it's been custom designed with a dyed pony fur. So all of these modular pieces are all wrapped in pony fur and then was dyed this kind of a jade green. So maybe it's your style, maybe it's not your style, but you gotta be impressed with the quality. Now, this is another thing that is really, really underrated. We've seen rectangular modern fireplaces, completely ubiquitous. It has to be in every property, right? But here we have a 100-inch, this is more like commercial grade. We have a 100-inch fireplace, and more importantly, this is gas, which increases the price about tenfold. So this is an incredible fireplace, and it's gas, not electric. So again, very important to denote those differences. Now, over here, you're going to notice, and I want to get your feedback on this. Over here, you can see we have a staircase leading upstairs, and then we also have a staircase that leads downstairs into the basement. Now, this neighborhood, a tiny neighborhood, which is one street, there's only 2 properties in this entire neighborhood that actually have basements, and this is one of the 2. The other property with a basement, I'm currently in escrow on a few doors down, and that one was a little different. That one has a door that kind of sheaths the entry to the basement. You wouldn't know unless you knew, whereas this one's fairly obvious to all of your guests and everyone. Do you like this? Is it a little more modern, a little bit more urban, or would you prefer something a little bit more nondescript, just a door that you don't know where it goes? No right or wrong, just want to hear your feedback. Coming down this way, we actually have a closet. So this is a little weird, but this closet is actually servicing, which we'll see in a moment, which is a bedroom / office. So just a little bit flipped around, but you can use this for a multitude of different things. Now, this is the powder bathroom that your guests are actually going to use. I absolutely love the rectangular toilet. Love, love, love the design. And if you don't love green, well, we'll go the other end of the spectrum, and here we have red. So we have a beautiful glass mosaic hand-laid accent wall, all in red, floating vanity, undermount sink. You get the idea. It's a lovely, lovely powder bathroom. All right, now let's check out this executive office, if you will. First, behind this door, this is the brains of the entire home. So this has your Control 4 system components, your audio video components, everything that you need to operate this property. This is neat. Okay, so coming in here, this should be a bedroom, but technically the closet is flipped around the corner. We can debate that at another time. As you can see in this incarnation, this is turned into an executive office. So we have the exact same custom zebrawood cabinetry. We have gorgeous down-firing illumination. And if you wanted to be a little bit more practical about this, you could just put in a Murphy bed and have this as an optional bedroom. I believe this is a sofa bed, so you still have that flexibility. But this is just a wonderful, wonderful workspace. And if you're a couple that works from home, both of you have plenty of space to work in here in this executive office. So really, really neat. Coming into the bathroom. So this bathroom clearly services this den, office / bedroom. Very simple, very clean. We have a floating vanity with LED illumination underneath, the perfectly nice, clean white quartz counter surface, modern minimal mirror. And then when we come to the shower over here, we have a matching marble shower surround that matches the floor rather than a square 20-inch tile that we have on the floor. Here we have a 12 by, it actually looks more like 8 by 16-inch brick-laid marble. Very, very lovely. All right, let's keep moving down this direction and see what we have. Over here, we have another closet for storage, just think linens, etc. And then down here, we have our laundry room. So we have our nice sink. We have the same zebra wood cabinetry. Nothing was skimped as far as those kinds of accoutrements. And then over here, we have the garage. I actually really love this garage. So here we have epoxy floor. We have the upgraded glass garage doors. We have plenty of storage for anything you want to use. And then one of the things I love about these properties is the fact that while you have a proper 3-car garage, you also have a hidden closet that houses your water softener, your water heater. All those items are hidden and tucked away, and there's still ample room for storage for your luggage or anything else that you want to store out of sight. All right, guys, we have now completed the entire main floor of the property while Ashley is trying her best to walk backwards, not knowing where she's going. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna speed this up and I'm gonna show you what the basement is like, because unlike the other basement, which was kind of set up like a casino, it was really neat. They went in a completely different direction here. And again, choose your own adventure. Let me know what you guys think. Let's check out this basement. All right, so here we are in the basement, a little bit darker, so hopefully you guys can see me all right. Now this is a weird one, so kind of love what they did. It's pretty interesting, and if you're a bachelor, well, you're really gonna like this option. Now, they kind of segregated this basement. So over here to your left, this is kind of set up as like a mock bedroom. These curtains are automated, Hunter Douglas, so you can partition this off and have a proper bedroom. Now, over here in this direction, this is set up to be the fun room, the movie theater. So above us, we have a projector. We have 7.2 surround sound, and we have like a 103-inch, 120-inch screen projector. When we come over this direction, this closet houses all the components for the movie theater. This home actually has 2 central vacuum systems. There's one central vacuum system just for the basement, and then we have another central vacuum system that takes care of the rest of the house, including under the pantry, so you can sweep right into it. And even here, we have an in-wall subwoofer. So kind of a neat system. One other thing that I'm gonna show you when we come back over this direction is, unlike the other property where you had a proper door that led to the staircase down to the basement, here, again, is open. So if you're watching a movie pretty loud, you're gonna have sound escaping into the main space. So what they did is this. This is pretty neat. Here we have a mirrored partition, so it's a pocket. None of the Blue Herons, I believe, have any pocket doors, but because this interior was finished by the original owner, you have little options that you'll notice, like these partitioned off pocket doors. All right, now let's check out the bedroom. So clearly it's just a simple bedroom. When we come over to this direction, this is your emergency access, beautiful Hunter Douglas draperies. And again, you have 2 sliding door systems to get out in case of emergency or to let a little bit of light in. When we come down over here, we have a really nice powder bathroom. So we have a nice little vanity, we have a tub and a shower, and then the entire surround of the shower and this wall is a beautiful glass mosaic. So just a really nice bathroom to service this basement area. All right, guys, we have seen the entire main floor. Now we've seen the basement. The only thing left to do is check out upstairs and the rooftop deck, and then we'll finish up in the backyard. So meet me upstairs. All right, guys, welcome to the upstairs. Now, this is one of my favorite vantage points of the home because from the edge of this balcony, we can see the entire kitchen. We can see that gorgeous pony media wall. We can see the pool. Just a really great spot to appreciate this entirety of the home. Now, we'll start off over here. We're up in the loft area, so we have some really high-end upgraded carpet, a little nice sound isolation, a little bit quieter here. We have the same white quartz countertops we've seen, same zebra wood. We have refrigeration and a sink, so we have a wet bar, and then nice floating shelving. And again, you can see that Asian Eastern theme. Again, we have the same green jade hand-laid mosaic that we see in the pool. In fact, that's almost identical to the pool. I love this. Actually, I love this sofa, but I love this space. It's just so welcoming and cozy. So obviously the sofa area created a viewing space. So here, built in this little cove, We have a built-in display. We have a built-in wall subwoofer. Really neat. But this is kind of the cool part of these properties. So this is actually a slider system. We're not opening it because we have furniture on the other side of the slider, so it just gets a little awkward. But this is a slider that you can completely blow out on a really lovely day like today. Now again, we established earlier that most of these properties have fireplaces. Don't know how much you'd actually use it in your courtyard. Don't know how much you'd use it here either, especially when you have a gorgeous, beautiful backyard. But this is where the fireplace would go if that were an option that were utilized. Nice seating area, and now this is what we're gonna talk about. So, most of these properties have rooftop decks, including this property. Now, some of these outdoor observation decks have some strip views. A lot of them have outdoor kitchens. They have viewing areas. Now, the truth is, it's very romantic. I don't know how often people actually use them. I've never seen anyone ever on these rooftop decks when I've been out here showing or filming. It's a romantic idea. I don't know how many people use them. Here, they actually haven't done anything with the rooftop deck, so it's up for you to use your imagination, but this is how you would access the rooftop deck. Personally, I would never, ever use the rooftop deck, so it would probably remain that way for the next 20 years. The other property that I'm in escrow on, that one actually had interior access to that observation deck, which makes a little bit more sense than trying to navigate the spiral staircase. But again, you guys leave me your comments. Would you use a rooftop deck, or is this just something that's romantic, but realistically, you're not gonna use? All right, heading down this area. Over here, we have a closet that handles the actual HVAC furnace handler system. And then we have a nice secondary bathroom that features for this bedroom behind this wall. Now, it's a little aggressive, the mosaic tile, but it does pull off very well. The craftsmanship is perfect. Because of how many individual tiles there are, if the craftsmanship weren't up to par, it would look atrocious. This is precise and perfect all the way down to the floor. So love it or hate it, the craftsmanship is top notch. Very nice secondary bathroom. And of note, all of the doors in the entire property are solid core doors, so much nicer than the hollow doors you typically get. Here we just have a standard bedroom. There's not too much to talk about, but we do have a custom closet with a little cedar. And then what's that, Ashley? Oh, so one of the things we'll discuss, and this is kind of neat. A lot of people buy these to be second homes, and a lot of people want to be able to lock and leave. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable just leaving their home for months on end. What's really neat about this property is every single window that I've seen, every single window, every access point all has Rolladin shutters. So you can literally shut this entire house down and leave, and no one can have any access to the interior of the property. It's about as secure as you can possibly get. And they went so far, even though they're all controlled through a motor electronically, we even have emergency access. So that little spindle up there is used with a rod. So in case you lose power to the property, and let's just say you're in an area where you need to get out, you can use that for an emergency to twist it around and it'll roll up the Rolladin. So again, they spared no expense in securing the property and thinking about what could happen if something happened. All right, now we're gonna head down this area, which leads us to the primary suite. So coming down this corridor, we have multiple closets. So we have a closet here, we have another closet. It's just kind of been used for like pillows and just extra stuff. But let's talk about the primary suite. Oh, okay, we forgot something. What would I do without Ashley? This was cool. So right here, this is really neat. While we showed you the laundry room downstairs next to the garage, which is perfectly fine, here we have a stackable washer dryer option. And especially now, we've got some pretty high-end LG and Samsung appliances. Hey, we even have LG and Samsung make a washer dryer all-in-one system, kind of like they have in Europe. That's perfect for in here. If you just want to wash the sheets or do like a simple load, really neat and right next to the primary. So coming in here, even these little things are kind of neat. Remember the dyed pony fur for the media wall? Here on this little seat here, we even have, I'm sure they had a couple extras, so they made some little pillows out of it, just ties everything together. So here we have a really beautiful, elegant bedroom. It's funny, we have 15 recessed lights just in this bedroom. I counted because it was a lot. but it's all set around the perimeter. So at night, this would probably make for a beautiful ambiance. Another neat feature that most of these properties have, all the ones that we've filmed I think 3 now. There's a massive balcony off of the primary. It's about the width of the entire 3-car garage. So if you were to wake up and want to drink some coffee and walk right out of your bedroom, you could check out the neighbors across the street, but you have that option. All right, coming down this direction towards the bathroom, the flooring turns into a 12 by 24 inch porcelain floor. And oh, I am just messing up all over the place. What would I do without Ashley? So this is cool. We talked about it earlier in the basement, but here, neat feature. Because it's a pocket, we have a frosted glass partition. So if your partner is getting ready and they're making some noise, you can kind of soften that. This will emit a little bit of light through it, but it'll diffuse it pretty well. So this will also counter a little bit of that extra light while you're trying to sleep. Flight attendant. Here we are on both sides, his and her closets. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful custom cabinetry. So we have the her side over here, we have the his side over here, denoted by a smaller his side. Coming down this direction, kind of neat, we have our water closet, and here we have very expensive Toto Japanese toilet. You know, they're like $9,000 toilets. Very, very nice. Nice to have, and nice to not have to pay for when you buy this home. All right, coming down into the bathroom. Very, very lovely, very spa-like. So we have the same zebra wood we've seen, but even the mirror and the surround has been completely encased in that same zebra wood cabinetry. Very elegant. We have an oversized bathtub. I could fit in this thing. This would be comfortable. It's very nice. Hunter Douglas blinds. Again, even these have Rolon shutters on the outside. White quartz surround for the tub. And then this is kind of a neat shower. You can see on the outside even of the shower, but when we go inside, it's kind of neat. So while we have the same porcelain tile on opposing walls, the accent wall is hand-laid mosaic, but it's actually iridescent. So if you get the right angle, it just has a really, really beautiful look to it and a nice shimmer. So we have our standard shower head, we have our body washers, we have our wand, and then above us, we have the obligatory rainfall shower head. When this was built, that was kind of a new thing. It was kind of neat. And then of course, over here, we have the his side. So we have the matching vanity and we're good to go. All right, guys, we have seen the main floor of the basement. We've just completed the second floor. All we have left now is to check out the backyard. So meet me outside and let's check out this backyard. All right, guys, let's check out this backyard. So first off, right behind me, you can see perfect ingress egress. We go right into the family room. We have the jade carpeting with that inlaid custom designer mosaic for the flowers. And then of course, behind us, we have that same mirrored approach to the back of the pool. So let's check out a little bit more of this as we come down this side. So if we come around the backyard on the left side, you'll see these steppers with the black river rocks. And this leads us perfectly to the front of the property and to that courtyard entry. So if you had a party, you could literally just have people just funnel right through to the backyard. Kind of a neat design of the property. Here, clearly we have a nice seating area. One of the things that I love most about this specific property is the fact that you have 20-foot high hedge wall. This gives you complete privacy and isolation from your neighbors, and is really, really, really important in this type of neighborhood where the homes are relatively close together. Immense privacy, and you really realize it when you start looking at other properties in this neighborhood. Now here, again, continuing with the green theme, we have glass, green glass rocks for the fire pit option. Again, a gas fire pit. This would be wonderful at night. Now talking about the pool, first off, we have 3 elevated sheer descent water features right above that hand-laid mosaic tile we've discussed ad nauseum. We have a PebbleTech self-cleaning pool, which is lovely. It's enough of a length that you could actually do laps and get some exercise. And then of course, in front of us, we have an infinity edge pool. Just a very, very gorgeous, gorgeous design. Coming down this direction a bit further, we continue with the PebbleTech. You can kind of see the beachy PebbleTech sand look, but we have a Baja shelf here, so you could put a couple of chaise lounges and enjoy a little bit of the sun, work on your tan. The pool also is solar, so you can extend your swimming season on both bookends, 1 month on either end, or if you're a weirdo like me, you can just set the pool to 90, 92 degrees and enjoy a warm pool and not have to shiver when you get in. Underrated. All the pool equipment, which I might say has 4 pumps for this pool, which could create a lot of noise. You can barely hear it. So high level, high quality IntelliFlow pumps, but they also sheath all the pool equipment with the cinder block wall wrapped in stucco. So again, when you're back here enjoying the pool, you don't have to listen to 4 pumps running. Again, one of those things that you would never appreciate until you actually live in the property, and boy, do you appreciate it then. Here we have the gorgeous elevated jacuzzi with 2 infinity edges spilling back into the pool. Very, very lovely, very classy. All right, guys, we've seen the entire property, and I am dying to read your comments. We filmed, I think, 3 properties in here, so we've seen a little bit of an array as far as what kind of different options, what kind of rooftop decks you can go with. And this is right up there as one of my absolute favorite properties. And I really love this privacy. But guys, I want to hear your comments. So what is your favorite part of the house? Is it the privacy? Is it the fact that you have a rooftop deck that you can use your imagination for? Is it the pony wall? Do you just love green? I am dying to hear your comments. Special thanks to Christina Stanley for allowing me to film her listing. I really appreciate it. Please click to like, click to subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Deuces.